Who has a 100-word summary of all the trouble you guys got into last week?
But Manchester City are so evil.
Are they as evil as the O-Rangers?
Probably.
Oh God.
I'm trying to get a rise out of McDohl or Brick Road.
Wait,
Mega Dungeon Y is my summary.
I think we like you know that
Yeah,
scene
what the
in
hell are we doing here?
you know that scene in Mulan where the Huns are climbing the Great Wall and that guy lights and he's like, now all of China knows you're here. That's where we left off.
Yeah, oh yeah, that's right. Now all of the Underdark.
I think we rolled initiative. Is that what the last thing we did? Is this me on this?
I think
20?
we're about to.
I
You're
don't
about
think we
to.
were on. I don't think
We
were
are
on
about to.
initiative.
Damn it!
Yeah, but we weren't on initiative. But like we heard like people like war horns and stuff going off.
Yeah, we did. We did get the now. Now all of the Underdark knows you're here.
Not for nothing, but McDohl and I once on stream performed the entirety of "Let's Make a Man Out of You."
We did. I remember that.
Oh, hey,
That was fun. Good times.
Yeah, you guys burned through a bunch of spider webs.
Yep.
In this part of the cave.
But they all got erased
did.
because we loaded a new map. It's fine.
I mostly recall you just burned right down the middle of all of them.
Yeah. It's like a 10-foot
Yeah.
wide corridor.
So
through
if
the
you want to
spider.
draw something in here to remind
Yeah, I'm not
us.
going to worry about it unless it comes up.
And yeah, you
I don't
come
know if
around
we
this corner.
decided that we want to nope out of there, you know?
Lucius has the furthest dark vision, right?
I think we've both
120.
got 120.
Magical. It can penetrate magical darkness.
I think Lucius and I are both 120 because I'm an Underdark race.
Okay.
Yeah.
Well, there's no magical darkness down here, so you're not worried about it from that angle.
Fair enough.
Yeah, the cave before you is more enormous than... Actually, 10, 20, 30, 40, 50... I'll only give you 60 here. Oh, I lost my revealer.
It's a torch.
There it is.
Oh, there it is. Nice.
You found it,
Lucius,
sir.
at the edge of your dark vision, maybe not the edge, but it's about 80 or 90 feet away from you, you can see the front face of a fortress as you're coming in this enormous cave. It's impossible to really tell what kind of material it's made out of, but it's an obviously manufactured wall. Probably out of some kind of stone, but you're seeing with dark vision, so you can't see details or colors, especially not from this far out. But you can certainly hear the war horn that somebody is blowing deep within that cavern.
Yeah, Lucius is going to point in that direction. There's a structure over there, and then immediately take some cover.
Holy God. They added a thing on the character sheet to put items in a bag of holding.
Oh no.
I don't want to deal with that right now.
It's a hell of a thing to find like 2 sessions before the end of a long campaign. I mean, your bag of holding is mostly just catspin bones at this point, right?
Right.
Just, every time we empty it, there's like just more catspin bones. They're self-replicating.
Picturing brutalities in Mortal Kombat, where it's like 6 leg bones and 20 skulls.
Who was it that could like uppercut you and knock your head off 3 times?
I don't recall.
All of them.
I think that was specifically Johnny Cage.
Sounds like something
Yeah, I don't
Johnny
remember.
Cage would do. So Lucius taking up position here and Gus taking up position here. Where is Steely taking a position, if anywhere?
Oh. Here, let's bring Alex over to like here so he's a good shot.
But yeah, let's
Time
go
to
ahead
wear
and
it.
roll some initiative.
Yeah.
I have to roll 5 d20s. I only have 4.
Did you ever put Gift of Alacrity on me?
Yeah.
On anyone? You
Yes.
did? Okay.
Yeah, you still have it, buddy.
All right. Here we go.
Used to rolling like dog shit anyway. What's one more dog shit roll?
This might be the one that kills you.
That's fine. I mean, Lucius lived a good life.
Did he? Do you know how pissed King Tensail is going to be after you've pledged him fealty finally, and then you just die?
It gets me out of that. Gets me out of that nonsense.
I mean,
And I can
then
take
you
it up
just
with
spend-
Mephistopheles.
Yeah, he wants. To, like he got there second, buddy.
Ooh.
This is where we find out that like Lucius is actually like a minor and all contracts are not soul binding or whatever it is. I don't know. Don't know what Dunfoss contract law looks like.
So, Gus, you guys have
Uh-huh.
taken up position here, and you hear the war horn echoing inside. The echo is starting to fade away. And I'm going to step away for 2 minutes and eat a Tums because my lunch was spicier than I thought it was. When we come back, we will open up with whatever terrible thing Gus is about to do.
Saved by the antacid.
Uh-huh. Okay, I have one level 2 spell.
So I'm not exactly fast. They don't have a slot for Scrappy's saddlebags, though. So.
Disapproves.
Gus, what do?
Gus is just going to dodge. There's nothing to fight.
Okay.
Nothing visible currently to fight. And it's the downside of being a fighter when there's nothing to fight.
Find something to fight then.
Does Scrappy have a light on him?
Pretty sure we had the torch
Yeah.
gauntlets with a 60-foot range continual flame coin.
On Scrappy?
Is that right, guys?
Yeah.
Yeah.
And
And
I
then
remember
there's
what
a torch over here on the ground.
That's a regular fire torch, as I recall. Because you would use it to burn some of the spider webs. Is that right?
This is
Yeah.
over here on the ground. Yeah.
But Scrappy is radiating light as we speak, and Alex is standing about 20 feet behind him.
It's the light of a torch, so whatever that is. Of course, I don't put it in the spell description.
It doesn't matter how dark it is; you can see the light of that torch from a long ways off.
Oh yeah. Just in terms of what's bright and dim light.
This looks like a job for the Wizards of the Coast dice rolling simulator.
20-foot bright, 20-foot dim.
I think Steely's about to get owned.
I think Alex is about to get owned.
I'm on fire. All right, I'm about to throw a whole bunch of numbers out here.
Mm-hmm.
Let me cut this in half. About half. No, Alex, you're standing further back. All right, Alex, I'm trying to hit your AC.
Yeah.
I got a 6,
Nope.
4,
Nope.
18.
Shield.
What does that put your AC to?
22.
All right, so the 19 misses, the 7 misses, the 13 misses, the 5 misses, the 7 misses, the 9 misses, and the 13 misses. For Steely, I have a 13.
Pretty sure that misses. Let me scroll a little bit. Nope.
18.
Yep.
So the 8 misses, 13, 10, 5. I have a 19 to hit.
Yep.
10 misses, 6, nat 1, a 10, a 9, another nat 1, a 10. How about a 15?
That is his AC. You found it.
I found it. Got there. All right. So the 5, the 6, the 7 miss, but the 21 and the 19 both hit.
Yep.
So 5 hits. Steely takes the following damage.
Mm-hmm.
4 points of piercing.
Mm-hmm.
4 points of piercing. 7 points of piercing. 3 points of piercing. And 6 points of piercing. As a huge volley of arrows launches out of the darkness. Well, actually, Alex, would you be able to see the facade of this front wall as well?
Yeah.
Yeah, this volley of arrows launching from the top of this wall, and you instinctively throw your shield up. And from the other side, I mean, you hear the arrows plinking off in all directions. And 5 of the arrows land in Steely, and most of them land in the narrow walls on either side of the cavern. Gus and Lucius, a few of them just hit the ground in front of your feet. Then you hear a voice from inside the cavern, but none of you speak Drow.
Lucius can understand spoken languages, though, for an hour.
Still?
Sure.
Okay.
Yeah.
So yeah, you understand the words to be knock, ready. And that's going to bring us to Connor.
Okay. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6.
You are stepping on broken arrow shafts and arrowheads at this point.
And he recovered
Right.
half of them.
Do I see anything?
How much dark vision do you have?
I have 60 feet.
From there, you can't even see the wall to your south. From your perspective, these arrows just came out of the darkness. You heard the sound of the voice echoing, resonating from that direction, for sure.
Okay. I'm gonna do something a little silly.
Okay.
Okay. Gonna bonus action. Well, this might not work. Well, it doesn't say. It just says I need a target. It doesn't say I need to target a creature.
What are you trying to do?
I'm going to cast lightning arrow and shoot it into the darkness. See, I had those cool fire arrows that I totally wasted.
Mm-hmm.
And it would be cool if I could shoot fire into it, so I could just get like a little light and be able to see something. But I'm improvising a little bit, so lightning arrow.
Okay.
And let's shoot it straight ahead. It says I make an attack roll like normal. I'm assuming I roll it at disadvantage because I can't see my.
You're just firing randomly
Dark.
into the darkness?
Yeah.
Roll percentile dice. Don't roll the hit.
All right.
In fact, roll percentile dice at disadvantage because you're firing blind. I mean,
Sure. All right. I'll go along with that. Sounds like fun. How often do you get to roll percentile at disadvantage?
actually, it's not even a hit roll at all. It's a dex saving throw on their end.
All right. That's
No, next time you make
30
a ranged weapon attack during the spell's duration. Yeah. So it is an attack roll.
all right. Still a disadvantage. That is a 21 to hit.
So, I mean, you see the streak of lightning arc into the cavern. And what's the effective range on your... It's a longbow, right?
It is a longbow, yeah.
Yeah, you see it streak off into the darkness, and it falls downward. What's your passive... Actually, no, don't even tell me what your passive perception is. That's all you see. Streak of lightning
So like no shadows, no figures, nothing.
I mean, you're not going to get anything like that with just lightning. This spell doesn't say anything about illuminating.
Yeah. All right.
It deals lightning damage, but
All right. That's fine.
it's just
No,
like
I
you're
like
looking up
this.
into a dark, inky sky during a rainstorm, and a bolt of lightning shoots across the sky for a moment. Wouldn't let you see anything on the ground.
All right. Well, I got 2 more arrows, so I'm just gonna fire them.
Just gonna fire him. Yeah, roll 2 more percentile dice.
That's a 1, so no. Oh, 2 more percentile.
Yeah, I figure out if you're firing arrows blindly into the fortress, I'll give you a tiny chance to hit something.
Yeah, this is fun. I dig this. This is a 55 and 35.
So, like, typically when I have a blind character shooting into darkness,
Yeah.
like, I make them tell me what square they're shooting at, especially if they don't know, like, if I haven't placed things on the battle map yet. But you don't even have a square to point at here, so... I'm just kind of looking at how many squares are in your potential range, and there's about maybe a couple hundred of them.
Mm-hmm.
Say you fire several arcs of lightning across the sky into the cavern, and for the brief moment that the lightning bolt is illuminating the top of the cavern, you don't even see the top of the cavern. And your arrows they travel so far, they must go over this wall that Lucius and Alex swear is there. Moving or staying put?
No, that was all my movement, so I'm good here.
It's going to bring us to Numac.
Oh, the plan was so stupid. I love it.
We have had a situation once in this very table where someone had like a 1% chance to do
Yes, this was a great Adrix moment.
and then rolled the odd.
Dash gets him across to here.
Okay.
That's good. That's it for Numac.
Okay. I've got to make some rolls on my end. And record some numbers. And that's going to bring us to Lucius.
Lucius will now say they're getting ready to fire again.
And do what?
And I don't know if there's anything I can do at the moment except for dodge. Yeah, I'll dodge here.
Dodge there. It's going to bring us to
Yep.
Alexander.
All right. So what can I see from where I am?
You can see the front facade of the wall with 120 feet of dark vision.
Are there like arrow slits or anything? Where do I think those arrows came from?
The arrows came from people walking the top of the wall, but you can't actually
Okay.
see their figures. They must have some form of cover up there.
With sharpshooter, do I think I can get a shot on them from here?
Yeah, as long as you're within an effective range.
My effective range is the same as my vision range, so. Should I just, whichever one is like here, I guess, if there's one there.
I mean,
I'm gonna shoot one of them.
A rain of dozens of arrows came your way.
Yeah,
So
yeah. I'm just gonna start shooting people. So that hits an armor class of 16.
Almost obliterated that poor guy.
and you're firing. You're using sharpshooter.
Yeah. I mean, I have sharpshooter. I'm not taking the disadvantage, but I ignore cover. It's a total cover.
You ignore the cover even if you don't take the benefit of the sharpshooter, the
Yeah,
-5.
yeah.
Okay, got you. Yeah, go ahead and roll damage.
That's 16 magical piercing. Got a second shot. This will be a sharpshooter. That'll hit an armor class of 12.
No, that will not hit.
And third shot, also sharpshooter. That'll hit an armor class of 18.
18 will hit.
Go ahead and take on that one 19 magical piercing damage.
And yeah, you take up position just behind Steely, and you draw a bead on the wall for a few moments, and you see movement just enough that you squeeze off a trigger, and you pull off 3 shots, and you hear 2 cries from the wall.
5, 10, 15, 20, 25, 30, 35, 40, dash, 5, 10. Alright, now we gotta torch the base of this thing.
So, getting this close to the wall and putting some light on it, it's a black stone wall crisscrossed with metal bands, iron straps all along between, bolted and in some places melted directly into the stone. And it's oddly beautiful in a horrific sort of way. The metal bands crisscross the outer wall, look like a spider web glinting in the torchlight. Where Scrappy is standing is at the base of a tall watchtower, essentially, at the main gate of it. So the watchtower is about twice as high as the surrounding wall, but the surrounding wall, where it looks like the archers were firing from, is probably a good 30 feet high on its own.
And then, as an archaeologist, I can tell the race that built something and the reason they built it just by looking at it. Drow, do I have any idea what the reason that this was built for?
It wasn't built by Drow.
Oh, really?
So you were told that there was a temple of Sensine in these caves.
Mm-hmm.
That the Drow had forcibly taken over under the behest of the necromancer Iriadul. If this is the temple, it gives you great cause for concern, because the stonework, those who have made it, it looks to be made by an Illithid civilization, mind flayers.
Oh, great. All right, that's a super useful class or background feature. That's the end of my turn.
Okay.
Helpful.
Lets us know how fucked we are.
We've been in over our heads since day one.
That's going to bring us to Gustavus.
Gus is going to poke his head out and look at the. What do I see when I poke my head out?
You see,
how
Steely's,
tall are the walls? Because it's like
the walls are about 30 feet, and then this tower is maybe another 20 feet taller than that, and you can see several sets of arrow slits going up high above the gate. So you don't have any doubt that the archers that were firing upon Alex and Steely were firing from this tower or firing from the top of the wall, or both.
So this round bit here is a tower.
Yep.
Okie dokie. Is there a door set in the base of the tower?
There is, but you don't have a lot of information about. It's not like a giant iron wrought gate. There's no portcullis. There's obviously no drawbridge.
Right. I'm just looking for somewhere to go, because I'm not climbing this wall.
Standing in your position, actually, you and Numac would have a good look at this. There is a kind of incline that goes up to the wall. Like Scrappy had to go up a slight incline. And looking over in this direction, you see where the incline is sharper very close to the wall. If you were to go down this would be like a canyon running around the edge of this hill or this plateau area that the fortress sits upon.
Mm-hmm. So, okay, how tall is this tower?
50, 60 feet maybe.
50, 60 feet. Okay. Gus is going to go. Gus is going to yell, going for the door. 5, 10, 15, 20, 25.
You can fly, remember?
Yes, I know. I'm going to
Just making sure, because I
Yeah,
had forgotten until just now.
Yeah, I can remember. That's what my plan is. But I'm going to get to the base of the tower first.
Yeah.
I would rather them shoot at me than one of you guys. So That's all of my movement. And then 5, 10, 15, 20, 25, 30. Dash gets me there.
Mm-hmm.
And that is my turn.
When you're this close, there is indeed the large door set into the side of the tower. Looks like whatever the original entrance to the tower has been destroyed or remodeled. It's maybe a 10 or 11 foot high door, and there does not seem to be any way to open it from the outside. It would have to be opened from the inside and pulled inward.
That's fine. This is just stage 1 of my cunning master plan.
Okay. I can't wait to see stage 2.
And stage 2 is where I probably die, but that's okay.
And bear with me one moment.
You promised to kill Gus, and you haven't. A little let down.
You guys pick on me, but do you have any idea how hard it is to kill a 5th edition character?
Yeah, I know.
It's really hard. I mean, I could
And
cheat. I could
You
cheat.
have killed one this campaign so far.
I've killed one character twice this campaign so far.
You did. I mean, you did job Nodal's character with inflict wounds like early on.
I've averaged one character death that's stuck kind of per campaign so far. I feel like. Okay, I'm gonna need maybe nobody to roll anything yet.
See, my opinion is it's really hard to get a 5th edition character unconscious. It's really easy to kill one once they're unconscious.
Oh yeah,
Like, disturbingly easy.
and the real fun
Yeah.
trick is when you have people who are familiar with older editions from D&D but don't quite understand yet how the death save system works, because they're all like, "Oh, we'll just leave them unconscious until the end of the fight, and then we can get them back up."
I mean, I don't still know who these people that say that the bonus action healing makes characters invincible, what games they're playing in.
Actually, you'll run out of
Healing word, that's
healing
it.
word charges. Yep.
Well, it doesn't matter. I mean, you will eat too many death saves from multiple monsters attacking you before it's even relevant.
Well, early.
Yeah.
Remember, very few campaigns get up past level
A
10.
level 1 encounter is like 4 goblins. Bad initiative roll and you're dead.
Well, I mean, yeah. Or one really bad inflict wounds.
Anyway, Rick is rolling dice for some reason. I don't like it. Don't like it.
don't like that he's drawing things too.
Am I gonna get squished? Is the wall gonna come down and squish me?
Just the big Monty Python foot descends out of the darkness.
Like the entire front of the tower just kind of rolls over and then springs back
No,
up. And there's just
you know what's fun about this is
You just
because
hear
Gus, as
farting
soon as
sound
you
in the darkness.
get to the base of the tower and getting a good look at this door and take up position next to Steely, and no sooner do you do that, do you hear? Maybe you don't hear anything actually. Yeah, you do hear a magical word discharged from above you. And just before you have a chance to look up and see some motion through one of the arrow slits, you and Steely find yourselves completely trapped inside of a 20-foot cube of web.
saw that one coming.
Actually, web is twice as big as this, and that's only 10 feet in each direction.
Yeah, it's 20-foot cube. Yep.
Yeah.
Oh, that's a 20-foot cube. Okay, I got that right.
Oh yeah, that's right. These are 10-foot squares.
Yes.
That's why we're de-ambigulated.
But they don't determine whether or not they're restrained until their turn. Starts its turn or enters it for the first time. Okay. Lucius, you hear some more calls from the wall. Aim! Loose!
Look at Connor wince.
and this is where I have to do a whole bunch of numbers again. Yeah, Connor's going to eat a lot of these, because... like, a lot. Like, I'm sorry, Connor, but you're the only one they can really target. So I have a 10, a 6, or a 9 to hit Steely.
Nope.
Oh.
I have a 14 or a 21 to hit Gus.
21 hits.
21
That's
hits.
my AC. Yeah. My AC went down by 1 because we jumped it. We got the flying boots instead of the...
6 points of piercing damage as several arrows come down directly from the tower over your head. There's 2 layers of arrow slits. The first layer is up above the gate that you're standing at, and the second layer is up above them. And both of them loose down several arrows at you and Steely. And one of them connects. Connor...
Go for it.
I have a 10,
Mm-mm.
13,
Mm-mm.
18.
Yep.
All right, so 10, 10, 4, 4, 14?
Nope.
4, 19?
Yep.
17?
Yep.
7, 19, 18, 21, 13?
Nope.
15?
On the money.
19 again, 18,
Yeah.
9, nat 1, 12, 21. All right, so 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10 arrows, none of which are crits. I'm going to have to roll my dice twice, so I need you to make sure you remember these numbers, because after I roll and pick the dice
Right,
back up...
Okay, I gotta... Alright. Go. Have fun.
Take notes
Okay.
of how much own zone
Yeah.
he's in.
3
Yep.
points.
Yep.
3 points.
Yep.
6 points.
Mm-hmm.
6 points.
Mm-hmm.
8 points.
Mm-hmm.
Okay, those are the first 5.
Okay.
6 points.
Mm-hmm.
7 points.
Mm-hmm.
6 points.
Mm-hmm.
3 points.
Mm-hmm.
And 3 points. All piercing damage.
Okay. Let me apply the damage.
So the majority of the arrows are coming from the wall, aiming at Connor, it looks like. And all the ones that miss him are just landing all around the area. So, I mean, Alex, you've got a few that are just inches away from your boot. And your ears ring as they ricochet off the wall next to you. Gus and Steely, most of the ones on the wall don't seem to have a good bead on your position. But the ones inside the tower definitely do.
Ain't no thing.
It's going to bring us to Connor. Or, as I think we should begin calling him, Dr. Pincushion.
On the plus side,
It's because he took a lot of arrows, right?
on the plus side, you can recover. You got 10 hits. You can recover 5 of those arrows.
Alright, 1, 2, 3, 4. Alright. I got Cure Wounds. I'm gonna cast it.
Okay? It erodes the strength of the party.
Alright. 9.
Is that it for
And
Connor?
yeah, I am absolutely gonna pull some of these out and confiscate them. I am.
Oh, these are unrecoverable. You can't use these arrows.
What? They're in my body.
I'll tell you what. In the midst of battle like this, I'll let you make a medicine check using an action to try to pull one arrow out in a way that you can then fire it again.
Nah. It's fine. I'm just happy that for some reason these drow are not firing poisonous arrows.
Who says they're not?
Well, you haven't asked me to make a saving throw.
Maybe
so-
it's not the kind of poison required a saving throw. I
Maybe
told you
not.
I could start cheating at any moment and kill you guys so much easier.
You could absolutely do that.
That
We will
would
gauge-
that would get us to the RPG
Yeah.
horror stories.
Yeah.
You could. You want to know why I know you won't do that? Because not following the rules is such an anathema to you that I think you would
Yes.
burst into flames.
I, ca-
I think that if you even truly contemplated cheating, you would have an aneurysm and die.
There have been extreme situations where I will knowingly break the rules if I think it's warranted, but poisons just don't work that way typically. That's going to bring us to Numac.
So, what's the situation with this incline? You saying it's it's downward grade?
Yes, it's a narrow passageway alongside where the fortress must sit on this kind of hill in the center of the area. This is a deep canyon that goes on the side. So on the left-hand side of this wall, if you were to go over here, you would have solid wall going all up to the ceiling, and on the right side you'd have a steep hill or incline that goes up to the level where the fortress is.
Oh, yeah. No, so that's not a place to take cover at, is what I'm hearing.
It depends on a lot of variables. You just don't have the information to make that judgment in the midst of this battle.
Right.
It could be safe to run along there. There could be an ambush. There could be more spider webs. Any number of things could happen.
Okay. Dodge.
Numac is dodging.
Yep. 10, 20, 30.
Is that for Numac?
That's it for Numac.
It's going to bring us to Lucius.
So I have the spell sniper trait or class feature that allows me, if I can draw line of sight. Hang on. Now this character cheat shit is just so just all over the damn place.
Is that the one that lets you have your cantrips or your spells ignore half
cover, 3/4 cover? Yeah.
And it doubles.
Could I draw a bead on somebody who might be shooting out of the arrow loop in that situation?
No, arrow loop. Anybody behind an arrow loop will have full cover. That's the point of an arrow loop. They can fire at you, but you can't fire at them.
Can I draw a bead to anybody that happens to be on the wall then?
Yes, they have half cover up on the wall because they've got battlements and things to duck behind. I'll give them
my
the same
plan
benefits
is
as Alex.
Then my plan is to take shots at 2 of them, hopefully land them, and then knock them off of that wall. That sounds like fun.
Are you trying
You
to
get a third beam there, buddy.
You're trying to heal Wilhelm scream.waved?
Basically, yeah.
You have 3 shots, is what he said.
Yeah. Yeah, 3 of them.
If you want, I can. I have a Wilhelm. I programmed a Wilhelm scream button, and
that's
you
awful.
push it.
I would rather you didn't.
I have it. We can spawn that in.
And I'm tempering my expectations because, let's be honest, you know how well I roll.
You've been doing pretty good lately.
That's an 18 to hit.
18 will not hit. Oh wait, no, you're using
ignoring cover.
Ignoring cover. I'm sorry. Yes, 18 does hit.
Yeah,
my mistake.
Yeah. Okay, then you're looking at 9 points force damage and push 10 feet.
And you hear the scream.
27 to hit.
Yeah.
Another one. 7 points of force damage. Push 10 feet.
You hear another scream.
16 to hit.
16 will hit.
15 points force damage.
Yeah, you hear screams. Your spells zip into the cave, up onto the wall, and just like Alex, you just wait for a flutter of movement, fire off an Eldritch Blast in that direction, and each time you hear them knock backwards. And you're staying put right there, so I can shoot 30 arrows at you?
No. Parliamentary inquiry, though.
Mm-hmm.
If I did happen to kill any of them, I will be taking 10 hit points.
Yeah, you can take whatever 10 hit points you're entitled to.
Yay! Whoop.
Okay, that's going to bring us to Alex.
Oh, give me 1 second. Okay. Let's go ahead. Are there still ones moving up on the wall?
Oh, yes.
I would like to take 3 shots on them.
Very good.
So that'll hit armor classes of 12, 18, and 28.
An 18 and a 28 will both hit.
First one takes 23 magical piercing, and the second one takes 22 magical piercing.
Okay. Yeah, you hear cries as your shots connect.
Let's get some cover. Steely gets a saving throw at the start of his turn, I believe.
Yes.
Don't you get 3
For
shots as well?
dexterity.
He
I
missed
did
his first
take
shot.
3 shots.
Yeah, he whipped
Steely
one.
makes a 24 on dex saving throw.
He is not restrained.
All right, that's not an action, so he's just got difficult terrain.
Correct.
So
If he were restrained,
10.
he would need to use his action to break free.
yeah, yep. 20 move to there. Steely will use his action to give Gus advantage on his next athletics check he makes.
Is it will it be an is
It's not
the
a save,
dex-
but if you fail, it'll let you break out easily.
Oh, okay. Can you
And
just
that's
like
the end of
pull
our
me
turn.
out of the?
Can I just pull Gus out of the web with an action?
That would require re-entering it, wouldn't
He's
it?
not stuck in the web yet.
No. Can I
mean-
grab him? Can I grapple Gus and move him as Steely's action?
Does Steely have any more movement from that square?
He's got 20 more feet.
Yeah, as long as Gus doesn't object, Steely can grab him out from there.
Yeah, Gus does not.
Do I have
object.
to make the roll, or is this just automatic because he's willing?
If he's willing, I'll just let him. Let's let him move
Yeah.
you. That's fine.
That's the end of Steely's turn.
Okay, so Gus is grappled by Steely.
And then Steely lets go at the end of his turn.
Okay. Bookkeeping, keeping track of numbers. It's going to bring us to Gus.
All right, Gus. How high up are the arrow slits? The lowest set of arrow slits.
Are you thinking of crawling inside one?
No.
Okay. Probably 15, maybe 20 feet off the ground.
Okay.
And then
Okay.
the second slit, another 20 feet above them.
All right. Gus is going to fly 15 feet up to
Okay.
the arrow slit. He's going to look into it.
Looking into it. Looking into it, so you're not sure how many floors up on the tower.
Uh-huh.
You're looking, but glancing into the arrow slit, you see 2 drow armed with longbows and looking very surprised as
Give
they're
them a
reaching
cheeky
back
wave.
for their quivers, about to lean forward and launch more arrows through the arrow slit. Towards the back of the room, there is a ladder along the back wall, going both up and down. And then shackled to one of the walls inside of the tower, against the wall, you see a small humanoid, probably a gnome, dangling there by wrists and ankles. Except the chains binding his ankles seem to run through the bones of his feet. And they snake out of a hole in the wall on one side, through the bases of his feet, and then back into the stone hole on the other side. And he's just dangling there unconscious. The only way you can even tell it's male is because the long beard is hanging off him. He looks emaciated, his clothes just draped off in rags, but breathing weakly. That's what you see.
Okay. So that was stage 2 of my cunning plan. Are you ready for stage 3?
Oh, I am, buddy. In fact, why don't we go ahead and put you actually in front of the arrow slit on this map,
Uh-huh.
just so
Uh-huh.
everybody's 100% clear on where you are.
Uh-huh.
Mhm.
Okay. All right. So I can see the spaces in the tower, correct?
Yeah, you can look through the arrow slit and see this small, it's about 20 foot wide.
Can you show me like how? So it's 20 foot wide,
I mean, I
and
can
there
give
are.
you the inside. There's not much
Yes.
to see on the map, but
That's fine. Can you
so-
show me where the drow are?
they're just in the room. They're
Okay.
very, very close. Like if you were
Well,
able to
here's
reach
the
through the
thing.
arrow slit, you can grab one of them.
I'm in the room now because I just misty step inside of it.
Oh, okay.
So that's why I'm
Surprising no one.
So I'm
surprising no one. Is that what you said?
I did.
All right, let's get stupid.
Yeah,
Time for
that's my bonus action.
So you've looked in through an arrow slit here.
Mm-hmm.
There's another one over here, kind of. And I will go ahead and put the 2 drow in the room. Against the back wall is the ladder leading down. And I think blood red would be a good color to use for our good friend the gnome strapped up here. So go ahead and place yourself in this room wherever you'd like to misty step.
Well, I was like, how close are the 2 drow?
They're right where I placed them.
I can't see them.
They're up
yeah,
there.
they,
You gotta
Oh.
pick them up and put them back down, Brick.
No, I was looking down. I was still looking down here. This is
Oh.
why. Yeah. No.
I do have a map with these tower
Oh,
rooms
picture
on
in
it,
picture.
just not
Yeah.
on this table. So
Pew, pew.
yeah, so you got the gnome down here. There's a ladder over here leading up and down. The arrow slits. Oh, and along the back side of the room, you do see 2 more arrow slits.
Gus says, "Greetings, friends," in Dwarvish, and he is going to, I don't know, murder. Is murder correct?
In Dwarvish?
Yeah, I'm just going to say greetings, friends,
Okay, then what?
and then I'm going to, this one, that is a. Let's see. They're not within 5 feet of each other, so that is just a regular physical attack. I'm just trying to find my plus to hit.
Mm-hmm.
So that is a 24 to hit.
That'll hit.
I hope so. And he takes 11 points of magical bludgeoning damage.
11?
Yeah, 11.
All right, he's
And then-
bloodied.
Second hit is 27 to hit,
That'll hit.
and he takes 12 points of magical bludgeoning damage.
And he's dead.
And then I turn to the other guy, and hammer. That's 28 to hit,
That'll hit.
and he takes 9 points of magical bludgeoning damage.
Okay,
And then we're going to action surge,
sure.
and he's going to. That is a 20 to hit
That'll hit.
for 15 magical bludgeoning damage.
And he's dead.
Okay. And then I'm going to, with 5, 10, I'm going to look down the ladder. Is
Looking
anybody down there?
The ladder, there's nobody glancing up at you from down below, but you can see where the ladder does descend maybe 15 feet or so to another landing of the tower. You know that you came in the tower from the lowest arrow slit, so the floor you're looking at must be a floor in between the lowest arrow slit and the base of the tower.
Okay.
You do see where the ladder descends all the way to the base, but there's a landing in between you. And no, you don't see anybody when you just glance down.
When I action surge, I get my full movement back, right?
No, action and a
No.
possible bonus action.
Okay. All right. I was just making sure.
Unless you can bonus action to dash.
No, I have 5 feet of movement left.
Okay.
Can I can hover. Can I just fall down and then hover at the bottom of the stairs?
If you fall down and fail a
Or jump down?
you don't have an action left to use acrobatics with. I'll tell you what, I'll let you, if you want to fall down, you can use your reaction to make an acrobatics check. Otherwise, you avoid landing prone. Because you're going to take the fall damage if you just drop.
Well, I have flying boots. That's why I was asking.
Right, but you don't have the movement to go down.
Okay.
What you're saying is, can I stop flying and just drop to the floor? And yes, you can, but it's far enough that you're going to take damage and perhaps be knocked prone.
Okay.
And I want to make sure that I've described this correctly, but below you there are no windows looking back out. If you go down this tower, you do not have a quick out with Misty Step again.
I'm out of spell slots anyway, so it's fine.
Oh, okay, so you came in knowing you were fucked.
Right, yes.
Drop or don't drop? I need a decision right now.
How far down of a drop is it?
Only about 15 feet.
Only about 15 feet. So,
So you drop, you take a little bit of falling damage, and then I'll let you use your reaction to try to use acrobatics to keep your feet.
you know what? Yeah, I'll just jump down. Fine.
This also means you won't have a reaction until the start of your next turn.
Actually, hold on.
Mm-hmm.
I'm going to just...
Trying to tell you
I-
everything I can to make sure
Right,
you're
no.
assessing the risk properly.
I'm just going to back up so I'm not, like, directly in the line of fire of the... To get as much out of the line of fire of the up.
Okay. Because, yeah, the
And
ladder
then-
also does go up above you
Yes.
to the next landing as well.
Yes, and that's the end of my... Well, no, you know what? Bonus action with my extra bonus action that you so graciously give us.
I don't give it to you. The book gives it to you.
I'm going to get a second wind, which
Okay.
is 2 plus 12, 14 healing.
Lucius and Numac watch in horror from their position as Gus flies up to the window and then blips out of view, and you see him no more.
He is a madman, Lucius says.
Gus needed things to fight. He found them.
Okay.
That's Brick Road. The full disclosure right there, that's a video for why you're not on RPG Horror Stories. Like, you can just clip that, and that would be the proof right there.
My players are morons. I try to talk them out of these horrible things.
I didn't try to talk him out of it. Let the record show. I just wanted him to
I'm
have
saying
all the information.
Full disclosure. Full disclosure.
So-
No, that's why you're not ambushing him with some bullshit.
There's a post on RPG Horror Stories from a DM about how all his players are idiots.
Gus, I need you to make a Constitution saving throw.
Is this a spell?
Yeah.
Is it only targeting me?
No. I mean, so you're the only person in the range of effect of the spell, but for purposes of the question you're asking, no, the spell is not specifically targeting you.
Well, the reason I ask is because I have a magic item that specifically says spells targeting only you.
I know.
So
It's
I don't
the
know
same
if
for
that's...
it's the same for sorcerer meta magic has the same wording.
Yeah.
No, it's not
So-
specifically targeting only
You said Constitution saving throw?
Yes, please.
That is a 16.
16. Okay. I need to get a different book. It's way back here in the tunnel.
Your tunnel hasn't been as good since you moved.
I'm sorry. I apologize. It's raining like a mofo outside right now. It's so loud. I hope you guys can't hear
I'm not hearing it.
Okay.
All I hear is someone... Never mind, I'm not going to say that.
All I hear is the sound of someone not getting posted on RPG Horror Stories.
That little part of my brain that like snarks back with incredibly mean comments is being incredibly active today, and I'm having to having a hard time suppressing it.
I have the same problem, Treble, like every day. You have no idea.
All right, and you got, I'm sorry, a 16 on that saving throw?
Yeah, 16.
Okay, so 5. Oh, my dice
Was it a
went away.
is it a pass or a fail? Because if it's a fail, I'm going to.
That's a fail.
Okay, Indomitable.
That lets you reroll with advantage.
No, it just lets me reroll the dice.
Okay.
I have to use it. That is significantly higher. That is a 27.
Okay, that's a lot better. That's a pass.
Uh-huh.
Okay, I still rolled pretty decent though. Okay, 16. 37 points of poison damage, which you can cut in half for passing the save.
15.
And good news, you are not poisoned as per the condition because you passed the save. As you're standing there debating about whether or not to jump down this ladder, you hear just a thunk from above you, and something ricochets off the wall in front of you where the ladder is bolted to the stone and bounces into the room, and with a hissing noise fills up the whole landing with this terribly abrasive purple gas. And you choke down quite a bit of it and take half of that damage I just told you about.
Huh?
And you're going to have to repeat that save every turn as long as you're in here.
I mean, I'm at the end of my turn or the beginning.
I mean, you took it right now.
Okay.
So at the end of your turn, you'll...
Because I'm not going to be in here at the
That's fair.
at the end of my next turn.
Okay. Lucius, you hear more shouts. And it sounds like they're calling to prepare to seal the fortress. So I need to not make any attack rolls from the wall people. The wall people, that's who they are.
People under the stairs.
That's a movie. I almost said it's a great movie. Don't know if I want to go all the way to great. I do enjoy it though.
Pulling your punches, huh?
It's an alright movie. I'd watch it again.
I haven't seen that movie since I was like 12.
Right? Steely, I have a nat 1.
Nope.
A 13.
Nope.
An 8 and a 19.
Nope. The 19 makes it.
It's going to be 5 points of piercing damage as a couple of archers from atop the wall aim downward at Steely at the base. And then that's going to bring us to Connor.
All right.
Lucius, I'll let you use your reaction to relay the information you just heard from the wall if you so choose.
And I will.
Okay. Then yeah, Connor, you're aware that they're planning to seal the fortress.
Whatever that means, I couldn't tell you.
Sure.
Means Gus is in
Let's-
trouble.
Let's rewind a few steps. I heard Wilhelm screams from people falling.
Mm-hmm.
How did y'all do that? Oh, you have longer dark vision than I do, huh?
Longer dark vision,
Steely-
and also...
The light from Steely's continual flame should be at the top of the wall at this point, though. It's a 20-foot high wall, right?
No, it's like...
30.
Well, that's still dim light from the flame coin. It's got 40 feet of dim light.
Do I see that? Now that I'm exposing
Yeah,
myself
if
again.
you peek around and you're going to aim at somebody on the top of this wall here, they have 3/4 cover.
Fun fact, I leveled to 12, and you know what I took?
What you take?
Great
I
weapon
took
master.
sharp. Close. You're real close. I took sharpshooter.
All right.
Hey!
The other best feat in the book.
Sentinel's really good, though.
I took Sentinel.
All right, let's mark one of them with my Slayer's Prey little Doggy there.
Okay.
Doggy, where did that come from?
Doggy,
Jesus.
huh?
And you're not firing outside of your effective range, correct?
No, I
Okay.
have a longbow, and the longbow's range is 150.
Okay.
That is a 19 to hit.
19 will hit.
Neat. I have 15 piercing.
Okay.
Arrow number 2. Nat 1.
Woo.
Arrow 3. 20 to hit.
20 will hit.
Is 11 piercing. Man, that's so much better. I like hitting things. Hitting things is great.
Yeah, you can't see the archers atop the wall, but you know exactly where they are because you just watched them fire down at Steely. So you just take up position, and when you see movement, you loose an arrow. And you're
Is it
pretty
bad
sure
when
at
I-
least one of them hit home.
Is it bad when I hear Wilhelm scream for whatever reason I think of like the Goofy scream?
Yeah, I think of that
Also
too.
valid.
That's what I thought the Wilhelm scream was when I first learned about it, and then when I
Yeah.
learned it wasn't, I was disappointed. Because the
Yeah.
Goofy scream is much better.
You're right. It is. Actually, that's what I'm hearing in my head when you say it. So don't dissuade me of that.
Treble,
Don't tell me that.
Don't push your button.
Cursed knowledge. Don't need it.
You're gonna ruin Destil's Christmas. And you're ducking back around the corner.
Yeah, I took a few arrows before, so a little damaged.
Okay, that's gonna bring us
I like
to.
it here.
And Numac has what, 60 feet of dark vision?
Numac has, I think, no dark vision, actually.
None.
He should have some.
He's a GIF. GIFs are
Yeah.
GIF and humans. The two races that don't have natural dark vision.
Well, there's no light down this tunnel he's about to go into.